let me preface this video. Have you ever done a really awesome video? One that you thought was just, you got out everything that you wanted to say, you thought, man, I'm getting a lot better at this. I'm sure you have, because I just did. I actually recorded a video, an update, 2 days ago. That was awesome. And I went to upload it. I used a new camera, which, by the way, this is yet again another new camera. So what I'm going to try to do, and I apologize, but I'm going to try to splice it together a little bit. I'm going to try to get through the video again and remember what I said. It's not going to be nearly as good as the first one, but we can hope, right? So I'm going to try to use the video editor. So just stick with me. Okay, so turns out my other video camera only records up to 5 minutes. So thankfully, my husband knocked on the door in the middle of the video, so I went and kind of stopped the video, and I was like, huh, that's funny, it's not recording. So I looked and I was like, oh, okay, 5 minutes. Well, I went back, and I didn't realize it at the time, so I came back from the little break that I had, and I said, okay, sorry about the break, I'll splice this together later, and then it only recorded 5 more minutes. And that whole 10 minutes was not enough of what I wanted to say. So, for your sake, it's probably better that it kind of cut off, because I said that I was going to do a quick update, and I was like, it's probably not going to be a quick update. So, anyway, without further ado, bear with me with the new camera. I don't know, the lighting is probably very bad, so I'll work on that as well, but I think we'll be just fine. Also bear with me, because I don't even know if I'm in the frame anymore. I was trying to move the camera to see. This is just going to be interesting, but I want to get an update posted, because I have a lot on my heart right now that I really want to get posted, and I miss you guys, so I really enjoy you being able to kind of be with me in my journey. So I have notes this time, so proud of me, aren't you? So that I can try to remember. My first thing that I wanted to say was just thank you so much for all of your comments and all of my new subscribers, to all of my subscribers actually. I really appreciate it. It really helps me really just feel supported and not alone, and that is one of the biggest things, I think, the biggest challenges that I face through all of this is just feeling alone. So I really appreciate it, and I'm going to talk a little bit on that a little bit later. The last update I did was kind of like an update, a lab work update, and I was a little bit emotional. I'm fine. Doug and I are doing very well, and you know, the lab results, they were what they were. Scary for sure. I was very, very emotional for a few days, a couple of days. I have always known that my cycles have been irregular. I always knew, I don't know, I feel like in the back of my head, I always felt like we were going to have trouble conceiving. And when we conceived so quickly, after I got off the birth control pills last August, I was just floored. I was so excited because I knew for sure that we were going to have trouble. And when we didn't, when we conceived right away, I was so grateful. And then, of course, we miscarried. And you know, and here I am, a year later, just struggling with this and trying to figure out where I'm going to go next, what plans we're going to do, and I'm going to get into that a little bit later as well. But my due date was August 12th, so that was a couple of days ago. Today's August 15th, by the way. It was a couple of days ago. We did do the balloons like I talked about, and I have some pictures. I'm not very good at I don't know how to do this video thing yet, so I don't know how to insert pictures, but I do have some photos that I can try to show you guys as well of our balloons and what we sent off, and we did name our baby, and it was really helpful to name it a gender-neutral name, because we were only 11 weeks along. We didn't know what we would have been having, so it helped. It really helped. We had a good day. We didn't dwell on anything. We just kind of spent the day together relaxing. I was baking. I love baking cookies, so baking anything. So it was a nice, relaxing day, and I feel good. I feel good that we are kind of past our due date anniversary. I don't know. It's just good to be past that. My next anxiety that's coming up, well, there's a lot of them. Going through this journey, I've learned that I'm so anxious about a lot of things, because now I'm not the same person as I was, and I haven't had an easy life. I've always had to work hard for everything. I've had to go through numerous struggles in my home life, my just individual life, family lives. I have a very crazy extended family, so broken modern family, I suppose, which is not great. So it is what it is, and we are moving past that. My husband and I both have very similar morals and values, so I really feel like that is what is keeping us together and just keeps holding us strong, is because we always are just so truthful and honest with each other that my husband is wonderful. He's so supportive. He's awesome. He wants whatever is best for me, and just like making these videos, I feel kind of silly making them, but he just absolutely supports me in whatever I want to do. So anyway, this video is already, I'm sure, 5 minutes long, and I meant to set my timer, so I'm going to do that now because I wanted to at least know kind of how long I was talking. So I apologize. Anyway, so the next thing, I had received a lot of comments from the last video on a couple of videos ago on the faith issue, and I wanted to touch a little bit on that because I had talked about a couple of books that I was reading, and it's my channel, so I can do what I want, and I hope that any sort of faith talk that I bring up doesn't turn any of you away. If it does, you can stop watching. I hope that you won't, but it is such a part of me, is my faith, and it is what I cling to and what keeps me going through these times. And I just honestly know and believe that God does have a plan and a purpose for us, and His plan is so much greater than I could ever imagine for us. It's so much better. It's so much more, more fulfilling than anything that I could ever imagine. So when saying that, again, I was reading, I told you I was doing this one, this Lord Hear My Hurts. I've just kind of gotten into that one yet. Don't have too much to say on it yet. One of the books that I have had for, I think, going on 3 years now, is a wonderful little devotional book. It's this Jesus Calling book. It's by Sarah Young, and it's broken up by every day of the year. It just has, August 12th was our due date, and that's the one I want to share with you today. But I love it because it's small. It can fit in my purse. I can take it with me, and I take it with me everywhere. You can see it's all just kind of torn up. It has this little ribbon so you can mark your place. And I don't do it every day, but I do, keep it with me usually and flip through it on days, that I feel like picking it up. And I love it because they're super, super short, and then it has 2 or 3 verses at the bottom that you can go and look up that apply to it. And it's really amazing, and I always feel like it's speaking to that day. So I want to read you one of these just so you can kind of get an idea of it. Come to me, and again, sorry, this was from my due date, so if that explains anything of where I was on this day and what I needed to hear. Come to me when you are weak and weary. Rest snugly in my everlasting arms. I do not despise your weakness, my child. Actually, it draws me closer to you, because weakness stirs up my compassion, my yearning to help. Accept yourself in your weariness, knowing that I understand how difficult your journey has been. Do not compare yourself with others who seem to skip along their life's path with ease. Their journeys have been different from yours, and I have gifted them with abundant energy. I have gifted you with fragility, providing opportunities for your spirit to blossom in my presence. Accept this gift as a sacred treasure, delicate yet glowing with brilliant light. Rather than struggling to disguise or deny your weakness, allow me to bless you richly through it. And some of the verses on the bottom are Isaiah 42:3, Isaiah 54:10, and Romans 8:26. And I love Isaiah, but I really want to focus on the Romans 8:26. And of course, one of the things that really spoke to me that day, of course, is do not compare yourself with others who seem to skip along their life's path with ease. And in the video that I recorded before this, that I don't know if I'll be able to splice in or not, it was just saying about how my husband and I had just gotten back from a birthday party for a friend's daughter, and everyone there, everyone, had a baby ranging from 5 weeks old to 17 months old. So, and then, they make the comments of, oh, don't drink the water and all this, and I'm like, oh, well, yeah, where is the water? Please, let me drink it. Let me bathe in it. And I'm going, yeah, well, my due date should have been yesterday. Of course I don't say that, but in my head I'm thinking, oh, gosh. And hear the people say, oh, it was an accident or whatever. I mean, they're so grateful to have their babies, but you know, it just, and I'm so happy for them, but it's hard. It's hard at the TTC or dealing with infertility to, I don't know, you have this ache. It hurts you in a different place. It kind of hits you in a different place. And I know myself, I want to be happy. I want to be joyful. And it's so hard sometimes. And, you know, you don't want to seem fake. You don't want to put that fake smile on your face when all you want to do is be, you know, holding yourself in a corner crying. At least that's me. I'm a crier, so I admit it.